achieve the task we are on, a national exercise that is ongoing. So guys, I've always appreciated your participation on my channel, and I'm so thankful that you are keeping it real, watching me, and I really appreciate. Guys, how is it in the opposition? I just don't understand what's happening, guys, but from the updates, I saw Gachagua speaking, and I don't know when he was speaking about getting 75 seats out of 85 for DCP. He also talked about other positions and the numbers, you know. Hey, guys, you know, politics, people normally argue that people go there to defend citizens. I'm not just sure. Now, Kalonzo already came up to say that he is ready for the 2027 election. Then now, there is a very controversial information that started coming in, I think yesterday. Yeah. So let's start first by Mutahi Kahiga and how he has gone viral. Then we'll be going to Moses Kuria a little bit, and we will be coming to the shocking speech that both Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka gave. I hope you have a good afternoon. Today is the 2nd of December 2025, Christmas inakuja, and I hope ume prepare chicken ready for Christmas, right? There's a lot of light here, but I will bear with it, guys. What do we do? Because I'm trying the other side. I don't know. Yeah, I feel the other side is okay, but the setting, I don't know. Yeah, so guys, I'm so fine, and I hope you're very fine also. Hey, this tag. Yeah, so I hope you are also fine. And yeah, I missed you guys a lot because I'm a little bit busy doing something, but I have to create time for the video, even if it's 30 minutes. Now in this one, I'm just following a shock from Gachagua actually. He gave a speech yesterday. Nullification by the rain. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much. So let's get to see. Let's check on the video yesterday by Gachagua because he came up giving a lot of information that I'm not so sure about. So let's check on that. I learned that ChatGPT works, and then we see. We'll be here for only 30 minutes because by 2 again I should be somewhere. So let me just check that video evidence of what Gachagua was saying, because guys, I've not understood it up to now. But even before we check that, there is something that came up from Kalonzo Musyoka after that speech. Maybe you can start with that, then we'll come back to what Gachagua said. But from the shares, you know, the aspect of shares for politicians in Kenya, I do not understand. Even before they win, they are going ballistic about shares. And that is why sometimes I say that some politicians don't want to represent us. They just want to represent themselves. But I just hope, because a lot of people have dropped comments in relation to what Ikonini did. And I think they feel like Gachagua is losing it. I don't know. But I hope this is not propaganda. Because I looked at it and I was like, what is this? But anyway, let's check on what Kalonzo Musyoka is saying here. And then we'll go back to what Gachagua said.
Erwo ni atuhure ni atumagire maundu mari mothe atumagire no erwo mukungi akorire andu a nyumba itu mutikamake ya siasa yetu hapa Nairobi ya Kariobangi. Asanteni sana. DCP is a party of Nairobi na hivyo chanzo siasa yetu hapa Nairobi, na sisi tumepangana vizuri na kiongozi wa Wiper.
Okay, all right. You heard that. So, When you listen to what this guy came up to say, alisema ye amepangana na nani? Na Kalonzo Musyoka. Of course, ye ndio leader wa Wiper, okay? So he came up in a session and he talked about the agreement between him and the Wiper leader. And of course, the Wiper leader here is none other than Kalonzo Musyoka. So let's listen to what he says that they had agreed upon, because I'm like, okay, what is that they agreed upon? So let's check and see.
Amekuwa akisaidia ODM hapa Nairobi. Tumekubaliana kiti cha gavana kitachukuliwa na DCP.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you.
What is this? Yeah, so he came up to say that the governor or gubernatorial seats will be occupied by DCP member.
Kiti cha seneta kitachukuliwa na DCP. Kiti cha women rep kitachukuliwa na DCP. Tumekubaliana na Wiper kati ya viti 17 kati ya DCP na Wiper tutachukua viti 16, na kati ya viti 85 ya ward between DCP and Wiper tutachukua 75. Kwa hivyo watu wetu
So let me ask you, did he mean that Wiper and DCP will win 75 out of 85 so that the others are left for whatever the government? And when he said 16 are also being taken by DCP, like what exactly was he meaning? Because according to the understanding of some people, this was by opposition. But still, when you listen to the same statement, it insinuates that DCP is the one taking the rest of the seats, guys. So I looked at that controversy, but as I've told you, I'm so busy because of the activity we are conducting for the nation. And this is making me not able to sit and really carry on the analysis thoroughly. But anyway, let's go back to the video and watch as we listen. And you can drop a comment if you have any other thought. Nullification by There In. Thank you so much. Welcome. And guys, continue subscribing to the channel, like and comment. Drop, a like. Share with your friends because we still are battling with subscription algorithms. So continue to watch even my other videos. Yesterday I uploaded 2 videos plus there was a video and a live stream, and it's just unfortunate that I thought in the evening I could get time to do more, but I didn't get it. Muriuki Regan, hello. Let me ask you, what exactly is this controversy in the statement that was dropped by DCP leader the other day? Did he mean that in his statement that the seats he's talking about in Nairobi is about the opposition or just DCP? Because there has been a lot of controversy from the understanding of some people. They are saying now, what kind of message is that? Of course, I saw somewhere now someone trying to say that Oscar Sudi can be a dropout or whatever, but he reasons better. I don't know. But I just don't want to get into that. What I want to see is what message was he passing across. It's wrong actually to begin insinuating about where you will win. It's unfortunate actually that opposition know that they don't have the strength the government has. If we watch what happened in Malava, Mbere, and of course even the push that was given in Kaspul, because they were either targeting to have DIP winning or ODM. If I were Gachagua, I would actually be battling through this without speaking too much. Unfortunately, they say politicians have to keep talking. I don't know whether they have advisors also, because sometimes you have to think before you speak. Now, Gachagua is someone who took literature and linguistics, so I understand he knows the language. So I do not just understand when he said that, what did he mean? But anyway, let's go back to it. Or did you want to raise this so that he sees the controversy again? There's a possibility. All right. David Kamau, Kabochi, he's saying DCP will take it.
Na msijali maneno ya Mbere. DCP haikuwa na candidate mbele. DCP ilikuwa na candidate Kariobangi North, tukashinda. Narok Town tukashinda. East tukashinda. Purko tukashindwa kidogo na Magarini. Chama ambaye ni ya mwezi 7 imechukua viti 3 out of 5. Nimeona maanalisti ya magazeti wakifanya mambo mingi, hawaongei mambo ya ushindi ya Nairobi, hawaongei mambo ya Narok, hawaongei mambo ya Kisa, wanaongea mambo ya Mbere. Mbere mimi nilienda kusaidia DP na wakashinda, wakaibiwa na misawa.
All right, guys, so you got his statement. He said he didn't have a candidate in Mbere North. And even though newspapers are trying a lot to show that he lost it, he never lost it. So as I'm trying to understand that, and from what David Kabochi is saying, possibly he's showing that confidence that DCP will win. And someone asked a question that as people are analyzing into what Gachagua said, do they remember that ODM in Nairobi actually won almost all seats? I don't know. Maybe you can think about it, because people are like, why are people asking so many questions and thinking that Gachagua is, irrational, when during the other time when Baba or Raila Odinga was there, ODM used to win all those seats, and there was no problem with that. That is why you've seen Sakaja, you've seen the time of Mike Sonko, you've seen even the time of, most of the times it has been ODM. Now look at senators too. Even the current Sifuna. Look at women rep Esther Passaris. Which parties did they use to get to the seats? And of course, Esther Passaris has indicated she's not going to vie. And she wanted to step down for Karen Nyamu, but again said no the other day. I don't know. I was surprised. At night, I saw something about Nyako, and I was like, what the hell am I seeing? But anyway, we will be getting to that when I have time to discuss more, have a longer video. For now, I just have a 30 minutes video. And if you did not start with us, you can go back and check on our video and just get to understand this. Because why do I like analyzing politics? I want to be up to date. I want to follow up everything. I don't want to be told by other people. Second, information or hearsay, nah. So let's go for it. Let's listen to what he said. And I want us to also check on what the other guy from Wiper said.
We focus on the DCP. Na hapa Nairobi tunataka sasa DCP ivume. Huu ushindi wa Kariobangi North ndio chanzo ya safari ya DCP katika Nairobi. Hapa Kariobangi tulishinda UDA, walikuwa namba 4. Narok tulishinda UDA. Kisa East tulishinda UDA na ODM. Hiyo waongei. Na niseme hapa Nairobi, wale wafuasi walikuwa wa UDA, wale walipigia William Ruto. Hawakuwa wafuasi wa William Ruto, walikuwa wafuasi wa Rigiji. Na Rigiji ameondoka na hiyo wafuasi wao. Ijulikane hata hapa.
All right, guys. So let's go back before we come to what Kalonzo Musyoka said, guys. And I listened to that carefully. I was like, all right. So, of course, in politics, you have to really show your confidence. However, I think these opposition leaders should sit together and they should sit together and understand each other. And once they understand each other, they will not contradict. The problem here that I'm seeing is when Gachagua says this, then Kalonzo says this. I hope they'll stick together to the end so that it doesn't bring any aspects of conflict. Muruki Regan says, the fact is that Gachagua is unstoppable. They are trying to discredit him, but me thinks it's too late. He gave them a run for their money. Everyone knows what indeed. Guys, in politics, there is one thing. There is where someone is using a lot of resources and you are not using any. So if you are just going into politics and you're using verbal aspects to persuade people, you are urging them, you are making them understand your point. And to tell you the truth, I think if you look on the ground, because I've traveled in this country in different places, I've been in Coast, I've been in Western, I've been in Nyanza, I've been in, that is Nairobi currently, that is where I am, and other different places. The reality is that people on the ground, both those who have ability to vote and not, they feel like they have been wasted for the last 3 years. Maybe some may feel like there is something that has happened, but maybe for personal reasons. Maybe those who got jobs illegally, like when you look in schools, there are teachers who just got direct letters from college. We have people who have maybe got their families having people, they are part of the families to go abroad. Now, when you look at some people, they are just like helpless. They don't understand what to do from now onwards, and so they are just hanging on the government because like they want favors. But now when it goes to the aspect of really campaigning for the votes, I'm telling you, DCP and the opposition generally has done it, because look at even what happened in Kisii. Guys, look at what happened in Kisii. Let's say the truth. Did they not give the government the run for their money? Indeed, they gave the government the run for their money. Can you imagine somebody withdrawing their money from the bank, giving you, bribing you so that you silent, or you are silent, or you don't go for whatever you want, and you still go for it? Guys, that is a bombshell of the highest order, you know. Isaac Remrut Puya. Hey, that name is tough, all right? Yeah, so guys, continue subscribing and contributing towards the channel. Now, I want us to listen to Kalonzo Musyoka, and those two speeches came almost at the same time. Now, I've not heard Matiang'i speaking, and or Natembea, or any other person, Eugene, or whatever, but it is what it is, guys, because we understand what happened in by-elections. And indeed, just as he's saying, going into a run for 7-month party compared to DAP is a long, a party that has taken some time, right? You cannot compare the two. And you would actually credit the other DCP and say that they did it, and not just DCP, but the opposition, right? So let's go and check on Kalonzo Musyoka and see what he says.
Mtu mwenyewe alipeana over 30 million shillings kwa kiti ya MCA hapa Mumbuni, na ndio tuliambia watu wetu hizo pesa kuleni tu, lakini muwafunze funzo. Hilo alitumia Mbeere North, because we know this is also complete misuse. We are going also to clearly indicate which ministers were participating at that level, okay? Ku campaign openly, wengine kutoa matusi kinyume na katiba, vile ambavyo katiba inasema if you are public officer at that level huwezi kwenda kufanya mambo haya. Kwa hivyo we are looking at all this holistically. Nataka kuhakikisha wananchi wa Kenya kwamba sisi tumeamini na tunajua kwamba Mungu akiwa pamoja nasi, na vile Mungu anapenda Kenya hii, William Ruto atakuwa one term. Wanasema hatuna agenda. Anasema hatuna agenda. Agenda tulionayo ni heavy, deep.
Okay, guys, so of course you remember the other day when the president went to open the Rurini Road, and later on, of course, we saw a case coming up. What happened? We saw him challenging the opposition to give the agenda. However, I think that there is a game here. Possibly the opposition is hiding the agenda so that they share it when it's time, because we have 8 months to elections. However, I also feel like to some point they should try to unleash one by one so that they can convince the citizens of what they want, because I'm not so sure whether the government wants them to say it so that they also carry it again on their back. I don't know, because sometimes there is a problem in revealing so much about what you want to do. We know that. But then, unfortunately, when it comes to the national elections, you're actually doing for the people, so they need to know what you are planning for them. So I'm not so sure when the opposition is going to share the plans they have for the people, that is through their agenda, just even before manifesto. However, we still say that if the government believes they are working, they don't need to keep pressing the opposition to share their agenda. Of course, when they stand and talk about the opposition, they are trying to give it credit. That's what I believe. Because why would you mention somebody who doesn't matter? I may ask you something about that, because I don't think someone who is not bothering me would be important for me to keep mentioning. You know, something that does not really even matter to your life. Do you talk about it? Just let's think about it, because in my point as an analyst, I'm trying to check on that. And therefore, without supporting any of those, what I'm saying is, if you keep seeing the incumbent currently talking so much about it, then there is cause for alarm, right? Yeah, so we have 10 minutes. Let me just check on more that Kalonzo shared, then we discuss something else here. Yeah, and guys, continue subscribing to the channel as we check in, like, and share the videos.
Tutakomesha a very solid agenda item kwamba there will not be overtaxation in this country, kwamba wawekezaji watatoka nchi za ng'ambo wakijua kwamba na zakayo yake uzakayo wake ameenda nyumbani, so the country can be attractive to the international investment climate. Mambo kama hayo tukisema kwamba tutakomesha corruption, it is serious.
Oh, let's pay attention to this.
Nchi ya demokrasia ambayo inatawala na wahuni, hakutakuwa siasa ya wahuni Kenya hii. Kukipiza watu usiku atuwaweke ndani useme they are organizing goons and you are the chief organizer of goonism. Kwa hivyo mambo hayo tutaweka wazi kuwapatia wananchi wetu wa Kenya all the hope. Keep hope. Nothing, even anything collectively. Hapa Wiper Patriotic Front ilishinda. Even in Narok tumewashinda UDA. Narok kwa Wamasai. Tumeshinda Nairobi. Tumeshinda kwa Speaker Wetangula mwenyewe akashindwa na Mheshimiwa Majimbo Kalasinga.
All right, guys. So in the speech by Kalonzo Musyoka, of course, for him, he talked about the wider opposition. And I think, I believe that this is the same thing that I want to hear from GACHAGUA. So that's why I said that these people need to sit together and agree. When they give speeches, let them not be contradictory, because from the social media perspective, you'll find people now using those kind of speeches to bring them down or create differences and whatever have you. Now, unfortunately, I don't have much time to go on. I need to exit to the work point where we are working on some stuff. But you keep supporting me. In the evening, I'll see whether I'll do another video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now. See you later.